Theme song. Theme.
Oh my God, that seemed like this whole setup seemed like it was so difficult tonight.
Well, you're super grumpy. You're kind of annoying. I'm going to put a cape on you and call you super grumpy.
Well, is that a villain or is that a good guy?
It's a villain.
Good.
Fine.
Welcome.
Theme. Fuck you song.
There, you're here.
I'm here. Hi, Jonathan.
Joy.
Hi.
What's
How are
new?
you? Oh, you're not even going to say welcome to When Wife Gives You Lemons?
Welcome to Lemon's wife thing.
John's being a cock sniffer tonight.
Well, it just took way too long. It was way annoying to put all that shit together.
He's all, wow, wow, wow.
All right, well, welcome to listeners and 12 listeners, whoever you are. We enjoy you. Thank you.
Oh, now he'll be polite to you guys. That's fine.
Why? They'll leave if I'm mean to them. You're not leaving.
I've felt very insecure the past 2 days about our love. And you're just perpetuating.
You've been high school insecure lately for why?
I don't know, but you're perpetuating it. And stop, please.
I don't even know what perpetuating means.
You're not stupid. I would not have married you if you were stupid. So stop.
Bullshit. You just married me because I had a big dick.
I haven't seen that in days.
Oh my God. Days. There's some woman, there's like one of our 2 listeners out there that might be a female. Is like, she said days, it's been fucking weeks. Fuck her.
I don't care. Like, I like that sort of thing.
What sort of thing?
Sex with you.
Well, of course. Who doesn't like sex? I like sex.
There's a lot of people who don't like sex. It's not as big as in their relationship as it is in ours.
So I worked helped out a friend and worked a second job.
Yeah.
Recently.
Mm-hmm. Which you might have to do some more because if we keep having to take Farley to the fucking vet.
I don't even want to know how much it was today.
I won't tell you then.
Good.
Okay.
It was under 200, right?
Yeah.
Barely.
It was 167.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, you.
So anyway, when I was doing that, I was, if people are watching, you look to make that face now. They're all,
they can't see me.
I didn't do hard R. So anyway,
I'm fucking
my
cute.
takeaways from valet parking.
Please give it to me. You're going to have to do it some more too. Good.
There was probably. There was at least... I parked at least, I'm going to say 25 cars probably.
Okay.
Myself. And out of those 25 cars, I'd say
Hold on,
at least...
I heard feedback.
At least 4 of them had open bottles or open containers in their vehicles.
No shit.
One had an open wine bottle in the center console. Open.
Did you lick it?
Oh, yeah. And then there was empty, Michelob Ultras or whatever, all stuffed in the doors.
Say Michelob?
Milkalobes, I said.
You said Michelob. That sounds
That's like some fluffy froth beer.
That's
What do you think it was?
That's like what you do with the woman who's pregnant.
I think you're just horny.
Michelob. No, you Michelob.
I get it. Haha, you were funny. I'm a dick. So, anyway.
I'm a dick. I'm a fucker. I'm a child. I'm a lover.
Are you done?
I'm a sinner. I'm a saint. I do not feel ashamed.
Yeah, I do.
I'm your ex. I'm your
you're
dream.
my ex? Oh, my God.
I'm nothing in between.
Listen,
Okay.
Are we done? Are we done here? So that was a takeaway I got. Okay, was that there was a lot of
crazy.
drinking and drivers. Drinking drivers.
There's a lot of Milkalobes.
There was a lot of pot heavy cars.
Okay.
And I must. The newest car I own is a 2016 Honda. You know, anything past 2016, they pretty much don't have keys for anymore.
Yeah.
So I get in a car, I sit down in this Mercedes, and I go, pull down the window. Hey, man, where the fuck is drive? I didn't know it was up here somewhere on the steering wheel stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then there are some that are just push button on top. And then there's some that are just push button. And there's a knob. And then there's a knob you punch and push left. I was like, what in the fuck? I didn't even want to drive the Tesla.
The Tesla will drive itself.
I got it. And I was like, and my buddy's like, yeah, you just take this card. It's like a credit card. And you slide it you tap the door and it opens. And then you just slide it around. There's a little key slot right here for the card. And I was like, nope, you got it.
He's like, this guy's never going to work for me again, pussycat.
No, are you kidding? He's already like, you're going to go back, right? I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to need somebody to work for me.
In Vegas?
No.
Oh. I think that's why I'm mad at you, because I feel like you abandoned me. You didn't get home till 11, and...
I was trying to make money because we keep having to fucking spend it.
I don't like you leaving me. Like, if I could somehow super glue our hips together, that'd be cool. I hear feedback again. Stop it.
I don't hear any feedback.
It's all...
It might be just you.
I'm going to give you some feedback.
So, okay, so that was one of my takeaways.
The owner didn't give you any food?
No, they didn't give any food.
That's weird. Cause
I don't even think there's any discount or anything.
That's weird.
I didn't care. We stood out front behind a little fucking... I was one of those guys in a red shirt that waits till you pull up and then runs over and opens your door for you. And
You're so cute.
they're like, oh my God, look at this old guy doing this. This old
You're
gray.
all, oh, my fucking dog. Back leg stopped working for 2 days. Asshole.
So, yeah, so that was exciting.
You don't hear that?
No.
Okay.
Well, it's probably, maybe you should scoot away. Maybe you should scoot out, away from everybody. There you go. If you go farther out of the camera, I'm just kidding.
Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Well, see, no, you're just putting us farther away. You got enough. You're making all that noise. You're not doing anything. What are you doing?
Oh, no, I can't get comfortable. This thing is huge.
Well, you wore it.
It's pretty. And it's comfy.
You wore it. Okay, I have notes somewhere that I have was things I wanted to talk about, and I forgot. And the valet car parking. Oh, okay.
Oh.
So these three girls come out.
The right stuff.
The driver's not trashed. The second girl's probably buzzed, and the third she's got a good one going. And she's one of those extremely vocal, hardcore like this. So we're all standing there. There's three of us doing the cars. Two of us, me and the other guy, are standing there in our mask. He has his mask down. I have my mask off at the time. The other guy has his mask on. And we go to get her keys, and she looks at the other dude and goes, "Take your mask off, pussy. You are outside." And she's liquored, right? And he goes, "Sorry, just wearing it." And she said something. He goes, "Well, it's because I'm lazy. I have a beard. I am lazy. I'm standing there, no beard, right? I didn't say anything." She goes, "Well, you know what? I'm too lazy to shave my pussy, but I don't got a goddamn mask on it."
Damn.
And I fucking lost it. I laughed so goddamn hard and walked away. I couldn't even stop. I was snorting.
Wait, did you shave your head for this valet parking job?
Yeah. No, I shaved my head because it needed to be shaved.
Were you hitting on anyone? Did anyone
I'm
hit
about to fucking close this whole fucking podcast down with
Did
that
anyone hit on you?
bullshit. I don't play that game.
Did anyone hit on you?
Who the fuck is going to hit on a toothless fucking job guy who can't get anything more than a fucking maintenance
All
job?
right. You're fun tonight.
Anything else?
No, I'm done.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Now, can we move on?
No. Do
Well,
you have any more notes?
No, just that. And I thought it was super funny
That is fucking funny.
that she was so rude
I'm
about
too
it. And
lazy
then-
to shave my pussy, but it doesn't have a mask on. You should have been all, that's what that smell is.
No, but my first thought was, well, if you're wearing panties, you got a mask on, lady.
That's true.
But I didn't say anything because it wasn't my fight. And then she tipped me
Panty
$10.
mask. A panty mask.
And then I got her car, and she tipped me 10, and she told me, "Don't you give it to that motherfucker." And then she left, and I put it in the box because we split it anyway.
Damn.
That was it.
You were gone forever.
Oh, you know what? I take that back. I hit on lady. She was like 90. And she was like 90 and she was older, and their car was parked pretty close to the front. So I get it and I start to pull out and she just hops in it. And I'm sitting there and she's old. And she goes, I go, "Well, I guess you're in it now, so you're going to have to go for a ride with me up to the front." She started laughing. Her husband's following us, right? And I'm laughing, and I pull up. And she goes, "Well, he don't give a shit anyway." And I said, "You're far too pretty to have that happen to you." And she's all, "Aren't you just sweet?" And then I got a bigger tip. And I put it in the box.
Did she touch your tip?
Yes. This 90-year-old lady was like, "Let me suck your fucking cock."
Do you remember when we watched when we were watching that Cat House? That show, do you remember the cat?
You are the only one on the planet that finds this attractive. Deal with that.
That's because I tell everyone who thinks you're attractive that you have a micro penis and you hit me.
That's not true.
I have told people you have a tiny wiener.
Well, I do.
And he doesn't know how to use his tongue.
No.
I don't even know how we conceived.
They weren't mine?
No, they're yours. They're so fucking yours. I was saying, do you remember when we were watching Cat House?
Yeah, back in the day, yeah.
Yeah. And there was that episode where that old lady, she was wearing a fur coat. She had silver hair. And she went to the cat house and she had some lady lick her hoo-ha because her husband had ED and he felt bad and he wanted her to get off. But he didn't want her to cheat on him. So apparently if you're with a woman and you're with another woman, that's not cheating. Oh, so
if you go gay, you're not cheating? So if you walked in and some dude sucking my dick, that's not cheating?
If you walked in on me getting my puss licked, because I'm not licking puss.
I mean, you're cheating. You're
I'm
cheating. You're cheating. You're cheating.
Yeah.
This isn't something that we all went, "Hey, you're going to go fuck a chick and I'm okay with that. You're going to fuck a dude, I'm okay with that." That's cheating. If they don't know about it, it's not discussed, it's not open, and it's not on the table. That's cheating.
I agree. So you would be mad if you walked in on me doing that?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
And I'd beat off in the corner.
You're so stupid.
You laughed.
You're so dumb.
"You're fucked, you dumb bitch."
Fucking cheated on me. Lick her faster. Can you
Hold on, I'm done.
Tilt her hips a little.
All right, I'm done. When you're finished, I'll be out in the living room.
Would you let me finish?
Well, I mean, if you hadn't gotten yours yet, I mean, you might as well finish.
Look,
you're already cheated on me, so you might as well finish.
That's kind of nice.
Well, I finished in the corner, on the floor, on the sock.
You finished when you walked in. You're all,
Finished on the sock.
You're cheating on me. You're cheating on me.
So what else you got?
I don't have much. You're an asshole, and I'm also
okay,
very...
is this what you were upset about with me for?
I'm still kind of mad
I'm not really
you.
sure why, though.
Okay,
because,
okay.
See, and this is a problem. This is a problem with you women.
Oh.
You get mad at us men, and most of the time we don't even know what we did that made you angry.
Okay.
So do I know what I did to make you angry?
No, and I'm so upset with you.
See? Okay. Here we go. I don't even know what I did. So how can I know what to fix?
Okay. So I have talked about the fact that I want just 2 things for Christmas, and you can get them off of Craigslist or Facebook. You don't even have to spend a lot of money. I want a little tiny recliner. Hell, fucking, I don't care if we get it at Goodwill.
Which we already, little tiny the yellow one we probably would have got if we had your car that night.
I want a little tiny recliner in our bedroom so I can write my books, and I also wanted a dress form, like a mannequin, like the you dress up.
Right.
Because I thought it would be cute.
Which is on the Christmas list in my eBay box.
Which I thought would be cute to dress her up for holidays, like, for June, I could put her in a bikini. I just thought it would be a cute thing because I don't get a lot of girly things in our house because we have so many boys. This is fucking the only pink thing I own. So I had talked to a couple people about it, and I have a friend, my scary friend. She's the scary one. She does things where she deals with dead bodies. I'm not going to say what she does. I don't want to give anything away. She's awesome. She's a fucking badass. Well, anyway, so she texted me and she said, hey, I got you something, but it's too big to ship. I need to give it to you. Jokingly, I was all, is it a dead body? And she goes, kind of. I was like, what the fuck? I seriously thought she just bought me like a plastic skeleton. So,
which you would have been super happy with.
But I like what, okay.
It would have been in the camera somewhere.
I kind of want to bring, okay. So anyway, she goes, I can't. So anyway, I was at work on a Friday and she's like, hey, come out here when you're done with your massage. So I go out and she pulls out a dress form and she's really pretty. She's white. She's got a lot of like twirly and swirly. She's very pretty.
Metal.
She's metal. And she was like, the scary friend, she goes, I wanted to put her in your front yard because I know John wakes up early in the morning and I wanted to scare John, but you guys have the Ring camera, so it would have given me away. And I go, our Ring camera doesn't record right now. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. I'm going to pay $30 right now. It records now. Don't rob us. So
we have locks. It's okay. And alarm.
So she's like, I really wanted to scare John with it. Okay. So I only had one massage left.
Why do I feel like I have an enemy? Like I have someone, a rival who like wants to shank me in my sleep.
So I was like, oh my God, you should have. It would have been super hilarious to scare John. Because I like scaring. I don't like being scared. I'm a hypocrite. I like scaring people though. So then I'm massaging my last person and she's like, what'd you get? And I was like, oh, she bought me a dress form. It's what I've wanted for a while. And I was telling her what I want to do with it. And I go, and I really want to scare John with it. So then she kind of starts falling asleep and I start picturing scaring you and I'm fucking laughing. I'm like, like, because I was picturing you.
You know, is that why you put it in the shower? You should try to scare me.
So then.
Please tell me you scared yourself with it.
No. So I bring this fucking thing home. The whole ride home, because I've been listening to audiobooks lately. The whole ride home, I had to stop my audiobook because I'm laughing so hard.
You have yourself cracking up.
Because I'm going to scare you. Like, I have all these pictures in my head.
This is going to be like the best scare of the... I'm going to cry. It's going to be fantastic.
So at first I was like, oh, I'll put it in the kitchen by the coffee maker. So when you walk by the kitchen, you'll be like, oh.
That probably would have been best.
So then, wait, when did you do the parking car? Saturday. So Friday, you weren't home.
I was home Friday.
Where were you? No, you were somewhere because I brought her in. I worked
Saturday.
No, I brought her on Friday. I pulled her out of my car on Friday. Oh, no. I had Friday. Caleb went to homecoming.
Yeah, so it was after homecoming.
So Caleb and you weren't home because I was getting Caleb ready for...
I was asleep. I came home. I stayed late. I worked late Friday. That's right. Remember, I dropped Brody off, then I went back to work for a couple hours.
That's right. So Caleb's home, and he's like, I want to go to homecoming. And I was like, okay. He wants to wear a skirt. So he wore one of my favorite skirts, and I was like, fucking don't lose it. It has pockets. Like, it's one of my favorite skirts. So I show Caleb that I want to scare you. So I put this black Harley Davidson blanket around her, and I put my blonde wig on her.
Nice.
And I put her in the shower because I thought it'd be funny because if you walked in, you'd be like, you'd see a form in the shower and you'd be like, what the fuck? You peed that night 4 times. Not once did you see her.
You waited.
So then
you woke up every time I woke up just so you could scare me and nothing happened.
I didn't even sleep. You fell asleep and I had to
I was so unscared by it that all I did was pick it up out of the shower and move it out into the freaking bedroom and then go take a shower.
I'm not done. So I take Caleb to homecoming and then John was like, I'll pick him up. And then John fucking falls asleep. And I was like, fuck, I'm ready
to fall asleep now.
I had to go pick up Caleb. And Caleb, okay, so I pick up Caleb and he looks super cute. He had a skirt on, he had a jean jacket on, and I did something smart, and I never do smart things because
No kidding?
So, homecoming, you don't drop them off where you normally drop them off in the they were in the staff parking lot. So,
excuse me.
So at the stoplight, you turn right and go into the staff parking lot, right? And then you drop. It was like a valet. You're dropping them off, and I go, Caleb, I'm going to meet you on the other side where the stairs are.
Where I pick him up.
Where Dad picks you up for lacrosse, and I thought it was going to be you. So whatever. So around 9:40, I'm like, I'm going to go now because there was a lot of fucking cars. It took me 30 minutes to drop Caleb off, and they said that they closed homecoming at 8:00. You couldn't come in, and I was like,
I bet they made exceptions.
They'd have to because the line was
because
ridiculous.
of traffic. They have to.
So I get them there.
Fucking stupid.
So I left at 9:40.
One way in, one way out.
I park there, and then I'm just listening to my audiobook. I'm there like 10 minutes, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then it's 10 o'clock, so I get out of the car, and I go and I walk up, and Caleb's walking. And I was like, fucking, boom. As I'm walking, your son got said hi and bye to 1,000 times.
Like he's like a little popular kid.
And I go, what the fuck? And he goes, Mom, I'm a social butterfly. He's like, I'm fucking popular. And I was like, he really, truly is popular.
I love that.
Bye, Caleb. And it's like the jocks, because he's lacrosse, the D&D kids, the little, the little gay, they, them kids. Like he's got them all.
He has all of all those boxes checked.
So we're driving, and we pull out. There's no other cars in that parking lot, by the way. I was like...
You were the only one on that side?
I was the only one. John, I am not kidding you. I am not exaggerating. There were cars all the way down. Caleb goes...
Coming up to pick up?
Uh-huh. Caleb goes, Mom, I've never seen it this long before. Like, it was long. And I was like, driving, and I'm all, oh my God, I did something right. And then your car had your gas light on, and because I love you, I went and got you gas. And I got a Caleb Carls Jr. And I was like, well, how was it? And he goes, everything was great. Until this fucking stupid little kid, this little boy, started going and grabbing girls' boobs and reaching under their skirts and grabbing their vaginas.
Dumbass.
And so he got a lot. Caleb goes, I know of 5 girls, because Caleb is very big. Caleb is very intimidating looking, even in a skirt. He's like the boy named Sue. So what was happening is these boyfriends were finding out about their girls, giving them to Caleb to watch over, because Caleb's he's safe.
Right. He's a safe place.
He's a safe place, but also he's strong.
Yeah, he is.
He had like 5 girls, and the boyfriends went and beat the crap out of this kid.
Did they really?
Oh yeah. And then he got in a squad car.
Oh shit. So they got him arrested.
Oh yeah. And yeah. So... And Caleb's like, Mom, it was awful. And he's like, who does that? And then me being stupid, I was like, well, you were wearing a skirt. Did he reach under your skirt? I was like, he would have found a surprise. And Caleb's like, he would have found a big surprise. And then...
So not.
But it was funny. So that was that. And then, so he was like, Mom, everything else was fun except for that. So then I was like, Caleb, man, if you do like girls, this is how you pull them in.
No doubt, dude.
Fuck.
I always figure he'd just play for both, if anything.
Yeah.
I don't think he's fully committed to the gay side, honestly.
I don't think so either, but whatever. So we get home, and then we get home, and I get home, and I'm like waiting for you, and I did not sleep that whole night, and you peed 4 times and didn't do anything. So then Saturday morning, I'm getting ready to go to work, and you walk me out, and you're like, ooh, I have to poop. And it would have been the first time you went in the bathroom with her in there.
Right.
So while I'm driving to work, I'm like, and I was
he's going to call me. He's going to call me, and it's going to be funny.
So if you remember, Saturday, I get to work, and I called you, and I was like, hey, how was your poop? And you're like, oh, my poop was fine. And I was like, you're nothing special about your poop? And
you were so excited about this scare that I literally ended up just picking up, moving out of there, taking my shower, and wondering, what the fuck is this? And then thinking, well, she must have went and got impatient and got one. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I have one in my basket and for eBay. I've had one in my basket for 2 months on eBay.
No, well, what happened was this lady's redecorating her daughter's room, and her daughter was like Paris chic. which made sense for her. But
Is
now
what?
Paris chic, so like the designers and the. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Stop.
What are you shushing me for?
Stop. So anyway, they're redecorating her room. So they asked her, does anybody know anybody who wants this? And then my friend was like, oh my God, I actually know somebody who really wants one of these.
Right.
So that's how she came in. So anyway, you're gone all Saturday because you're working. So I come home and I'm like so distraught. And I walk in and you had truly just moved her out of, you didn't even move her in the bedroom. You just moved her over.
Out of the shower.
And then I cleaned house.
I moved her out of the shower.
You did. You moved her, but in the bathroom. She was still in the bathroom.
Was she?
And I was like...
Anticlimactic.
So then I brought her into the living room.
I had sex with it. We had an affair. It was me and the metal. We made one piece of love. Art.
And then I dressed her up in a Pink Floyd shirt. And she looks really...
And I was wearing a Pink Floyd shirt, and I was like, oh, look at us!
And we looked cute. I don't know. I didn't mean that. She looks cute. I don't know why I said we look. So
it was actually, okay. Well, I'm glad that, well, listen, let me tell you the truth.
You have nothing in your eBay cart.
No, actually I do. I was actually going to be, went to go take that poop, and I saw that in there, and I got really scared. I pooped before I sat down my leg, and it scared me. So you win. Did that make you feel better?
No, and you sounded like Don Barris for a second. And that squirrel didn't make it.
So.
But it made me really sad because I really wanted to scare you.
I was scared.
So now at one point, I think I'm going to put her in Caleb's closet.
Scare him?
Uh-huh. Or put her in the middle of Tyler and Brody's room. I just want her to scare someone. She deserves it.
Well.
I was so... John, I can't tell you how many different scenarios I had of you just being
is so
like,
funny.
Oh!
It's like when I used to drive home from Ventura all the time.
Uh-huh.
Like, I would have conversations that we were going to have long before we had them. Like, I knew how both sides were going to go. Even though I got there, none of it went that way. Not one word came out the same. Not one subject matter, nothing. It's like all fucked up, right? But the whole way home, you're like, well, and you're like arguing yourself back and forth. That's how it used to be with me and my ex for sure.
I was gonna say, we didn't fight a lot? Like
No. With the ex, it was Wednesdays. Like I had already knew coming home Wednesdays that it was fight day.
Damn.
Like that was like, oh, Taco Tuesday. Fight right. Wednesday. I mean, it was like I knew it was like the peak of the week, and I was going to get roasted for something.
That's funny because Don used to have a thing where it was every 6 weeks is when I would.
Yeah, so his cycle was every 6 weeks.
Yeah,
and hers was every 24 hours.
See, but he was like the thing that sucked is when he wasn't losing his shit. He was so fucking charming that I was like, it's not that. I mean, he would do stupid shit though, like. There were always, I think I've told you, like the heating bill. We would half it, but I'd have to pay more of the half because I got cold.
You had
more.
to freaking sit on your hands in his car. He's a piece of shit.
I also, when I had to do this when he'd unlock the car.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, so whatever. So yeah,
we should have hooked them up.
Oh God!
Do you think they both would have been in jail?
Can you imagine the babies that would have came out of that?
The jails. More prison people.
Okay. Friday, Caleb homecoming, my sewing form, wanting to scare you. And then, so I had my hypnosis class on Thursday.
Right.
It was like a 3-hour long session. It was crazy because we would start talking, we were going over the rules. We were going how to induction, like start people off and stuff. And then she put me under because I got a second script. So she put me under and then I put her under, which was super cool because I had her counting backwards. And at one point she was supposed to say 93 and she's all 3. Like, she goes, I was so relaxed, which was super cool. But anyway, so we were talking about my parents because the whole thing is when you hypnotize someone and you're giving them suggestions, you can't put any of your personality or any of your bias in the suggestions. It has to only be for the patient. It's nothing for you.
Right.
You take yourself completely out of the equation. So we're working on things that I may not even intentionally put in my suggestions.
Just trigger yourself.
And so we were talking about my parents, and I was like, yeah, my dad is very much, women are either a sexual object or they should be cleaning and cooking. I was like, that's just how my dad is. So then she had me do a couple things. So one, she put me under, and then she had me because when this hypnotism is different, like you don't black out, like you are conscious, but you're just so relaxed that you're able to take these suggestions, and you're only going to take the suggestions that your body is ready for. So anyway, she had me go under, and she had me picture my dad, and she goes, now take the label of dad away. He's just a man. He is just a person in front of you. And then I had to do the same thing with my mom. And then she goes, now picture yourself. And picture yourself as not their daughter. You are just an individual person. And then she was like, now, accept the label back that you're their daughter. But only accept the good things. Only accept the stuff that you know that they love you. They know that they did their best for you. And she goes, everything else, don't accept back. And I was like, that's a lot of shit. And she's like, block it. So then I did that. And then she goes, now accept them as your parents again, but only with what you have. And then she brought me back out, and she's like, how do you feel? And I go, I feel kind of sad. And she's like, why? And I go, just picturing my dad. I go, obviously he had to have gone through some stuff for him to actually feel that way. And I go, I've never saw him as just a person. He was always just my dad. And I go, but seeing him as just a man, I was like, I kind of feel bad. Like, I feel sad for him. She's like, okay. And so then we did that. And then there was a couple things. She kept putting me under because I'd start talking, and she's like, oh, fuck. Go back down. Go back down. And then at one point, she gave me a coping mechanism because she's like, okay, you're going to go see your parents on Christmas. And I was like, yeah. I go, every time I think about it, my heart's just all. She goes, okay. She goes, but she didn't put me under, but she's like, just picture your parents in front of you. And she's like, and shrink them down to squirrels, like the size of a squirrel. And I was like, fuck, John is going to fucking kill me. I paid so much money for this. And now I'm just visualizing squirrels. And then she goes, no, picture your parents as squirrels. And she goes, pick them up in your palms. And then she goes, and have them complaining to you. And I did. And then she goes, now turn their volume down. So like in my head, I like pictured it. And then she's like, now put clown noses and clown shoes on them. And then she goes, can you hear them? And I go, no. And she goes, oh, you put them on mute. I was like, yeah, I didn't turn them down. I muted the fuck out of them. So then she goes, now put them down. And I put them down. And then she goes, what are they doing? I'm all, they're scampering off. And she goes, there you go. And like, then she brought me, she's like, how do you feel? And I'm all, John's going to kill me for spending that much. No, I go, I actually feel better. And she goes, now this is something you're probably going to have to do a couple times. She goes, on that trip, she's like, your husband's driving. And I go, yeah. And she goes, when you start winding yourself up, she's all, shrink them down to squirrels. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to so if we're driving and you see me going like this, I just have my parents in my hands. That's all. Well, then she was talking to me, and she goes, okay, because Caleb, my parents were super against Caleb being on his ADHD medication. When he was in 4th grade and he was on his ADHD medication and he would go stay with my parents, they would literally not give him his medication. They would
couldn't
hide
be
it.
more dangerous.
They would hide it from him, and they would tell me he doesn't need it, blah, 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 blah. It was my parents. I'm
glad you're telling me this now.
My parents made us, you knew.
I didn't know.
Yes, you did.
I don't remember hearing that.
Okay, well, my parents made me feel really bad about it. So I was talking to her, and she goes, I have another one for you. And I go, okay. She goes, I'm going to teach you how to stop a conversation that you don't want with your parents. Like that. And I go, okay. And she goes, let's role play. And I go, okay, hold on. Let me go get my nurse's outfit. And she's like, no, not that role play. And I was all, oh, okay. And then, no, you're going to like this. I promise I know this might be boring to you, but I promise this, she goes, okay, you tell me how your parents, she goes, how you think they're going to talk. I go, all right, that conversation's already in my head. And she goes, okay. So I start, and I was like, okay, sissy, Caleb doesn't really need to be on his ADHD medication. He just needs to get out more and work. And he's probably not really gay. He just needs to hang out with more girls, and he needs to be away from your friends that are gay. And she goes, you know what, Mom and Dad? We're going to talk about that, but ultimately it's John's decision because he's the head of the household. So I'm just waiting for John to decide how we're going to actually deal with that. And I fucking looked at her, and I go, that's fucking genius. And she goes, you're telling them exactly what they want to hear because John is the head of the household.
Goddamn right. I'm the fucking king.
Yeah. Also, when I say that to my parents, we're going in the room and I'm pegging the fuck out of your butthole.
That's not happening.
Yep.
No.
It's going to be.
No.
I'd be so good at it.
Well, you better marry someone else.
Well, when you divorce me, because you're fucking going off and doing stuff without me now. Super insecure lately. I don't know. Leave me alone. Shut up. You're ugly.
Yeah, that's weird since you were off on your own for like 2 years, basically going to the Comedy Store 4 nights a week.
But I wasn't doing anything. I know you're not doing anything. I know.
Fucking working too, jackass.
But anyway, I was like, that's genius because my parents will not go against that. And then it stops it. And then I don't have to hear it. How fucking... I was like... I go, that's so fucking simple. And she's like, yeah. She goes, normally... the solutions are the simplest things. And I'm like, well, God damn it.
Right.
So it was really cool. And I got super emotional. Like there was a couple times like we were doing like work with my parents and
Can you see the hole?
Can you see my hole?
No, but I mean like can the camera see the hole in my pants?
No, it's
I literally can
No,
see
we're
my
not.
hole.
No, look. You can look.
I can see. Well, I didn't look at the camera. I don't look at the camera ever.
I don't
Hi.
know. I'm so cute though. So that's
That.
that.
What else you got?
That's all I got.
Well, I
There was
said
a
my
bunch
two
of
things.
other
I had a lot of stuff, but now I can't remember.
So did I.
I was going to write stuff. I only wrote down the 3 things.
Oh, and also because I keep putting porn or esque titles in our YouTube channel.
You keep getting us shut down.
I keep getting like porn women. They're all, this is exactly what I needed, and I'm like, ew. So all of our comments are like bots. They're like bots, and yeah,
We got bot comment.
yeah. This is exactly what I
At
need.
least we're getting listens.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we got that algorithm, and I'm a typical woman.
I don't even know what to do. So what else do you got?
That's all I got.
I don't
I know
have
I
anything else.
I have more, but I can't think
I
of
don't
it.
feel very entertaining.
It's because I talked about it's every time I talk about shit, you're so mean.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Why do you think I'm so mean? What did I do?
I don't know. Did I posted. Did you see this picture that I posted that I told Brody he
Yes.
caught one dead in the lawn? Okay, that's all I got. I'm done. I'm ready.
All right.
You're grampy.
I'm not crampy.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful.
Well, let's get out of here. Let's call it.
I'm calling it. Goodbye.
That's a wrap.
Wiki, wiki, wiki.
We'll try again next week. See ya. Thanks for listening. Like, subscribe, enjoy.
Click, click.
Good day. Ish. Ooh, we stopped one, but we didn't stop.